All right, you know what it is. You know what it is. We're gonna get started literally right now. Is Winter Soldier broke? Did Bane fraudulently win? No, I'm not asking that question. Sorta. Sorta. I got this new keyboard. It's cool, but I'm getting used to it. It's cool, but it's definitely, you know, a new device is a new device. A new device is a new device. Had that GG's for sure you did. All right, you guys know what it is. If you see it on the social medias, retweet it. Damn, Octo. Octo giving me the business. Shouts to all the Marvel heads in the chat. Yes, we got that summit coming up. I literally asked myself this. I was like, hey, now that Combo Breaker's out of the way, the only thing left to do now is the summit in Vegas. Definitely excited for that. Shout out to Summer Soldier. Speaking of Combo Breaker, we got those Marvel 3 and Marvel Infinite. You know, this is running. This is running. Marvel Monday, baby. Let's go. Combo Breaker weekend is over and Marvel Monday has begun. Let me change the name of the stream here. The pregame is over. Everybody should be nice and drunk now. Everybody should be nice and drunk now. Time to bust out the good stuff. Time to bust out the good stuff. You guys know what it is. It's your boy OG. Marvel Monday. Shouts to Summer for the raid. Having some good games with you guys. But I got to go over these results. Got to check out these trailers. But we got to talk about is Winter Soldier broken? We got another character breakdown. Last time we broke down Doctor Strange, it was really interesting. Because there was a lot of talk. Is Doctor Strange broke? He's good. He sucks, right? And there's a couple of other characters. But I actually want to know. Because I know Winter Soldier's going to be like broken. I know he's going to rate super high. But I don't know. It's like, is it more than super high? Is he actually broken? Is he actually broken? But before we get into that, let's get into these results. We're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it. The Jayco Mania Chronicles, that's 5/18. Before Jayco Mania took a week off. Shout out to Jayco, man. Hardest working dude in the FGC. Actually out there. Took the trip out there to Chicago. But who's winning what? The Jayco Mania Chronicles, tied for 5th. We have Netflix and Chill and Weapon Sex. 4th place, Peanut Brother. 3rd place, Young Horton. Second place, Picasso. First place, Grainy09. Shoutouts to Grainy for your dub at the Jayco Mania Chronicles. And it's cool to see my nephew Weapon Sex getting in there more often. Fifth place, though. Shoutouts to Jayco for the Jayco Mania Chronicles. He does 2 tournaments in the same day. He had a PC, but it was just a versus. It was Stoned 1 versus Dr. Kano. First to 5, it looked like. Dr. Kano taking first place on that. Congrats to him. But of course, the big G, the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet. Who's winning the Gauntlet? There was only, do we have 2 gauntlets this week? I think we do. I know Don took some time off, but I think he took time off from Monday, not Thursday. The Gauntlet 184, this is on May 19th. Ooh, I don't even want to look at the scores. Let's see who's in chat. We got, speaking of Octo, Good Games Octo, he's like tied for 17th with Prismimic. Tied with me. Tied with me. 17th place. UGOG. Oh my god. Tied also near NFG Raw, Alien Hominid. That's the worst I've done in a long time. That's not 0-2. That's 2. That's 1-2. That's the worst I've done in the Gauntlet in a long time. I don't even know who is my opponents. Ouch. Ouch. All right, 9th place. Tied for 9th, we got Kabak and Picasso. Don Con as well. Shout out to Don Con and Ralston Arcade for throwing this dope event. Tied for 8th, or tied for 7th, Raisins and UG Jayco, man. Tied for 5th, Hulk Pulon and Lol Raid. Dope to see Lol back in the brackets. Beast in 4th place. In 3rd place, and I lost to this fool. He definitely caught me off guard and shook my mental. EO de Skyla. 3rd place in the Gauntlet 184. 2nd place, Knives, and in 1st place, Marvel God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 dubs because he got knocked to losers at some point. The one and only Tyson. Shouts to Tyson for your 1st place at the Gauntlet. All right, and that Friday, if you guys do not know, if you guys know about at Julian FGC, be sure to follow this guy on Twitter. This is the dude who wrangles up the Oceana. That's the New Zealand fools. That's all the Black Widow users. MVCI Oceana online tournament number 5. Went down on the 20th. All right, your top 8. Speaking of Julian FGC, Fish L as well. Tied for 5th place, we have Godspeed, IQM, and RS Saiyan. 4th place, and hopefully not hungover still, Taz. Taz got faded. Taz was pretty faded in the in the Combo Breaker stream live stream. All right, 4th place, Taz. 3rd place, we have Dave. 2nd place, Simp. And in 1st place, and probably the most consistent player in New Zealand, Consistent. Shouts Consistent, getting 1st place. Be sure to check that out, the MVCI Oceana online tournament. This is their 5th event. They do this every month. Dope sets. This one holds you down on Friday at midnight. Follow these dudes. Follow these dudes. Trust me, it's good Marvel. All right, after that Friday, the battle round. We had 3 sets for y'all. Flare G versus Poseidon. The debut of Flare G. Flare G getting 10-9. Close set. Shouts Poseidon for almost getting that. But Flare G getting a dub on his debut at the battle round. Good stuff. Second match was supposed to be the last, but there was a time change. Jayco Man versus Tekua. Don't know what you guys had on that. But Tekua winning that one 10-6. All right, Dr. Kano versus Azura X 10-7 for Dr. Kano. Stylo, this is a bonus set. Stylo versus Picasso, and that is 5-10 in favor of Picasso. GG's. All right, so we have Flare G, Tekua, Kano, and Picasso winning the latest battle round. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. The last gauntlet. The latest gauntlet. No fronting. No pretending you're good. What are the numbers like? Shout outs. All right, we got XC Coggins tied for 9th with Prismimic. Picasso Hulk Polan tied for 9th as well. Where am I at? What did I do? How bad did I do? Tied for 8th, we have Kabak 420, NFG Raw S. Oh, there we go. Tied for 5th, Beast and OG. 4th place, Custom Christoph. 3rd place, True Pain, the new moniker for Raisin brand. Raisin's getting 3rd. 2nd place, Tekua, and in 1st place, once again, Marvel Gods dominating the 1st place slot, 2 in a row at least. Forever Tyson. GG's Tyson winning the latest gauntlet, 185. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, we got one more event, but it yields 2 different results. Combo breaker, yes. It looked like it was a success. I mean, there was definitely a copy pasta about it being the worst tournament ever run. Shout outs to salty tweets. Just because you lost does not mean the tournament is bad. There's definitely some salty tweets going out there about how this tournament sucks, even though there was definitely a ridiculous influx of good experiences about the tournament. But there's always someone who's going to be like, man, that was salty. But so that definitely happened. But Combo Breaker did have the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Side Tournament. And looks like they had 21 entrants. Not bad. Not bad. Waviest Chip, Xeno. Oh, 13th place, we got Taz. Kyle P, a.k.a. AC Ringer, tied for 13th. DJ Vest, tied for 9th. Alongside iMash Buttons. And Honk. Honk tied for 9th as well. All right, we got for top 8. First real Marvel Infinite Major since the pandemic. The first gathering, we have top 8. We have Stylo Ren tied with Octopus Inc. Good job, guys. Stylo Ren and Octopus Inc. both getting the top 8. 5th place, Ram Bam and Spidey Mikey. I didn't know Spidey Mikey was out there. That's actually really dope to hear. 4th place, Lariat God. In 3rd place, Jonas Martinez himself, LOL Raid. Making the top 3. Congrats. I believe that's money and medals. 2nd place, Yuji's own Jayco Man. And in 1st place, using broken characters. Or what we will soon determine is whether or not is a broken characters. Bane Hollow. Shout out to Bane Hollow. Congrats. Bane Hollow is your Combo Breaker 2022 champion. GG's. Shout out to Jayco Man and Raid for getting 2nd and 3rd. You guys know what it is. Of course, shout out to Jayco for bringing us some up-to-date streams. If you guys did not know, he was steady uploading Marvel Infinite brackets and sets the whole weekend. So shout out to Jayco Man. Hardest working dude in the FGC every time. But Combo Breaker. Did any of you guys catch that Marvel 3? Did any of you guys catch that Marvel 3 Combo Breaker? That was more like Heartbreaker. I'm definitely a Marvel SoCal fan. Was rooting on my man Dead X, but you know, you never know how it's going to turn out. All right, your top 17. Shout out to Frankie G, LOL Raid, Cloud 805. When's the last time y'all seen Cloud? Cloud 805 tied for 17. All right, we have tied for 13th. We have Escalante. All right, tied for 9th. We got Punk. Didn't have a good experience at the tournament. 9th place, we also have our own EMP Obama, tied for 9th as well. Remora also tied for 9th. Good job. All right, your top 8 Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 at Combo Breaker this weekend. Who's the best right now? Ronan Healy, Flux, both tied for 7th. IDOM and Living Legends tied for 5th. Good job. 4th place, Lil Monix. And in 3rd place, your top 3. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Combo Breaker 2022 placements. In 3rd place, Evasion. I never even heard of this dude. HB Evasion. In 2nd place, SoCal's Own. Barely not. SoCal's Own Dead X Pride. Shouts to Dead X Pride. You can't give him any shirt. As painful as it was to watch, you can't give them. You got to give the man his credit. Shouts to Dead X Pride securing 2nd place. But Ultimate Marvel 3 Legend. And still, current Combo Breaker champion, NY Chris G. Chris G is your Marvel 3 champion at Combo Breaker 2022. If you guys have a chance, go back and watch the VOD. Some people are into Marvel 3. Some people are like, oh, if I catch it, I catch it. This one is worth watching. Go dig up. I think Team Spooky has it. Someone has it. Go dig up the Ultimate Marvel Capcom 3 VOD for Combo Breaker 2022. That is high recommend Marvel content. Check it out, especially if you're a SoCal fan. Great matches. Great matches. All right, that's all I got. That's all I got for results. I was hoping if Jayco Band was going to get back, I was going to have him do kind of some reports on Combo Breaker, but I don't think he's going to make it back in time. So we're just going to go right back into, is Winter Soldier broken? Is the Winter Soldier broken? All right. And we're going to break it down. Let me show you the categories. We've done this before. Let me get the categories out for you guys. Here it is. All right, we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 categories. 9 categories. Oh, it was like, Octo. Live Marvel. Live Marvel's unbelievable, bro. Like Live Marvel, like playing Live Marvel, right? So, because you were playing it, right? Like watching Live Marvel is unbelievably hype. Playing like top 8 stage Marvel, or like playing like it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. That is literally why I play, for that feeling. For that feeling, for that. Like when you step off the stage, whether you won or lost, and you're like, your brain can't even really make about what happened the last 5 minutes. You're just like, what was that? What was that intense adrenaline and stress? What was that? Your brain, like, even your short-term memory turns off when you're in that mode. So like you literally step off the set and you're just like, the fuck? That's insane. All right, health. Normals. We got it down. Health, right? This is the 8 criterion. This is the 8 criterion of determining how good a character is, okay? And whether or not they're broken. We're going to go S through, you know what I mean? The same thing, the same rankings. We've done this before. Health, normals, specials, supers, movement, solo prowess, synergy prowess, how good they exploit stones. Those are the 8 categories. And then there's a 9th wild card category. You don't want to miss it, because when we break it down, some people have, I think this character's not going to be controversial of whether he's good. That's the funny part. We're going to see exactly how good he is. Right? When we did Doctor Strange, we're like, is he broken? Is he not broken? Is he good? Is he not good? And we had an overall score. This one, we know this character's good. He's at the top of the tier list, right? How high he belongs? We're going to find out how broken this character is. Is he broke? I think it's a matter of how broke he is. We'll be sure to check it out. This is gonna be a fun one. This is definitely gonna be a fun one. BRB, y'all. BRB.
I don't wanna jump around, let's just roll back. Now that in it nice, we don't feel no distance. I don't wanna jump around, let's just roll back. Now she messed me up good. Stuck on squeeze, I see how you look. Trying to stay in touch, but the second I push, it feels like you shook and not like we should. I just wanna feel like you're right there. FaceTime feeling like you're fucking light years away. Time zone is strange, don't know what to say. The Discord cut off, my phone out and rain. Our conversations all feel so basic. Trying to play with lag on the end of our statements. Not the way we meant, man, the future hates us. Switch one frame off, we can hit the matrix if we had that. Now the bottle open, we can never flash back. Sometimes I dream of trying to kiss you through the mask, yeah. Wonder if it never happened when we passed that. Hoping when I enter, you gon' ask.
Roll back. Such a dope song. Such a dope song. Okay, health. Okay, this did not look exactly how I wanted it to look. Oh, there we go. There's a more reasonable size. All right, we're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down. How good is this character? How good is this character? What's going on, DJ Vest? How good is this character? So health. This might be one of the few like parameters that's actually not debatable, right? You either have 11k, you either have 9k, 10k, 11k, right? And he's in the 10k. So let me see. What do we have, Doctor Strange? What do we have for Doctor Strange? You can't. There we go. A, right? He's A. Jayco, I don't even know what you're talking about, Best. You just came in hot. You just came in hot. Just hot. Just I like that. Yo, Jayco got stage fright. Health is A. Right? Right? It's 10k. There's not much to decide there. His health is an A. Feel free to lean in if you guys disagree. After that, what's going on with this window? Oh, there we go. After that is normals. Normals. Winter Soldier's normals. They're not that good, actually. They're not that good, actually. I would say, let's be fair. Let's be fair. The Zebro character, his normals are like the C. Is it fair to say his normals are a C? Yeah, it's kind of whack, stubby hits. He kind of has whack, stubby hits. Let's be real. C plus. I mean, it's not as bad as Doctor Strange, right? A C. It's whatever. That's normals. That's not his normals. That's going off. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, because I'm trying to think, oh, what button does he has? What button he has that like is even decent? You can stick out that little kick on a dash, but that's still like, if that's your only button, your normals are probably a C. Yeah, his normals are pretty shitty. This is where it starts to get funky. This is where it definitely starts to get funky. Specials. Specials. I'm kind of thinking S. Real talk, I'm kind of thinking S. Let's be real. Let's be super real. This is definitely a conversation of A or S. With like evidence for S. And that's crazy because like I'm thinking about, think about it. Think about the whole arrangement, right? First, first of all, he has guns that you can reflect, but he can negate the reflect of his own gun with his own moves. If that makes any sense. Like, okay, you can reflect bullet, but he can cancel that bullet with another bullet. That's how good bullet is. Or he can shoot out a bullet and he can absorb the reflect with his arm and bullets. Like, so even when you say reflect, it's reflectable, because that's the only thing I would say argue from S tier to A tier is that, oh, it's reflectable. But if you think about it in practice, it kind of isn't. Or you get one chip hit out of it. You don't even really get like a full on, like you hit him back and it's your turn. Or you hit him back and you can get the combo. Like when you reflect off of him, you get one last baby hit that he can shoot away or absorb. So like you kind of can't reflect it. You kind of can't. Like you can, but like, nah. Like you can reflect his projectiles, but he has anti-reflect tech for some reason. And here's the reason why I'm going even more into S. That arm, dude. We haven't even talked about arm. Like that's just guns. Like he just has unreflectable in practice, hard to reflect zoning. That's before, and then on top of that, he has that arm move. You don't even know what arm move I'm talking about. See, that's the part that's even crazier. I think he has two broken arm moves. He has literally a move that takes level 3s for some reason, and he can cancel that. Yeah, bro. I think it's kind of S, bro. And grenade, like he has no wasted moves. I think it's kind of S. Yeah, I'm thinking it's kind of S. It's S or A, but the armor shit, you can't reflect the reflex, really. And he has a meterless bust out. A meterless bust out. It's kind of S, bro. I'm being like, I don't want to say, because when you say S, it means like it's kind of broken, right? S's normally don't belong on tier lists because S truly means like that shit is clearly better than the rest of the game has to offer. Yeah, specials are kind of S, bro. I'm trying to really justify, is it better than A? Because S means kind of broken, like actually broken. And the specials are kind of way better than the lower like set of specials beneath him. Forever armor, reflectables, that doesn't matter really. Yeah, we're going S. We're going S. We're going S. We're going S. You can't really make an argument. Like it's, I mean, you can. You can. But let's see. All right, here we go. Yo, Jayco, what's going on? We're actually breaking down Winter Soldier like we did Doctor Strange the other day. Or not the other day, but a while ago. What's your take on it, Jayco, so far? That's what I have. That's what we have so far. I'm sure it was, bro. I like best giving the same thing. I'm sure it was, bro. I'm sure it was. If you want to speak on it, bro, I'll have you on. But I also think you might be tired. But after we break this down, if you want to jump on the mic and just like give a little spiel, I wouldn't mind. But I also understand you're probably tired because your flight's like mad late. You probably just got in. All right, relax, bro. No. I know it's top 3, but we're literally breaking down. We're literally breaking down every part of him to see whether or not it's kind of how broken is he, and That's it. It's how broken is he? A Winter Soldier just one combo breaker, so I want to see whether or not it's the character, how much of it belongs to the character versus the player, you know what I mean? It's one of those. It's one of those. Supers. All right, let's think about what the supers are. Let's think about what the supers are. One, the best super tag in the game. I'm not even kidding. Like, when you really rate a character that's pay to win, you really get to see. You really get to see. Super moves, think about it. Think about it. For real, for real. He has an armor bust out that beats level 3s. A true bust out. Like a Nemi type, like not a pseudo bust out, not a true armored up. It is my turn. Bionic arm. Right? So that's one. Is that okay? So one, he has a true bust out. That's huge. Two, he's kind of got that super tag. He's kind of got that super tag. Straight up. And then three, his level 3, other than like looking cool with Captain, it's your standard level 3. It's no better, it's no worse. It's kind of the standard, right? It's kind of the standard. He has the level 3. Nothing good, nothing bad. He has one. At least he has one, right? It's not a grab or something. I'm thinking A+. I'm keeping it funky. Only because the level 3's not broke is the only reason it's not S. The only reason I'm not putting S is that his level 3 isn't like dorms, you know, where it's just, it hurts a crap ton. Big old hurt box. It's not Gamora's, right? Goes across the screen. Kills you from absurd lengths of health. It's just standard. It's just standard. His cash is just, it's a cash. A+, because he has the best super tag super and has one of the best, if not the best, bust out super. He literally has like the 2 supers you need in this game to win. He got the bust out and the lockdown. And they're both good. Like his super tag super's dummy good for super tag. His bust out super's dummy good as bust out. His level 3 is just a level 3. All right, A+. We're going A+. I mean, it's hard to argue against this. It's hard to argue against it. A+. All right. Oh, this might be where he's like lax. Okay. The next one we got movement. Movement. Damn, he actually might not suck after all. Or he might not be as godlike. Because his normals are stubby and his movement. Is his movement literally the worst? I'm actually thinking about that right now. Is his movement literally, like not below, like literally the worst? The only person I could think of who has worse movement might be Chris. But Chris has like some, like, he could at least like change his trajectory a little bit with his specials in the air. Where Winter Soldier doesn't even stop. He cannot slow down his air movement at all. He's kind of committed to his arcs. He might have the worst movement in the game. He might have the worst. I mean, he's got a wave dash. Yeah, he's got a wave dash. But I'm thinking of his actual options. I mean, he has like a rush move, right? That has armor. but that's like baby compared to like a teleport, right? Or like Venom Zip, or like Captain Charging Star, Sigma's move, like the Rush move. Like he kind of has nothing. Like all characters have a wave dash, he just has a good one, right? But he kind of has, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize he kind of has no movement in his specials at all. He can't even like let's say he goes in the air and throws a special, he won't even slow down. He can't even alter that. No matter what special he does, he still is very committed to the arc he goes. I didn't even realize that till now, till I actually thought about it. He might have the crappiest movement. I'm trying to think. All right. Name a character that has worse movement than Winter Soldier. Ghost Rider? Maybe Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider supers move him. Winter Soldier doesn't even get that. Can't even change his positioning with a super. He's kind of stuck. Ghost Rider could spin a meter and get out of the corner, right? Even though his movement's shitty. Yeah, I think we're gonna rate him as low as possible. He kind of has the worst movement. C? C? Yeah, I think his movement's a C. I think his movement's a C. All right, this is a part that's actually controversial. Almost like Ghost Rider, you guys will see right now. Solo. His solo prowess. How good is he when he's all you got? Actually, let's put it... Oh, I was going to say it was right Winter Soldier, but there's a big-ass picture of him right in the center of the screen. If you don't know it's about him, I don't know what to tell you. You can't deduce that this is... That at the bottom it says Winter Soldier broken. And then there's a picture of Winter Soldier. Solo is B. So that's the thing, right? People think because he's a strict zoner, and the same thing with Ghost Rider, the fact that he's the Dawson function, that, oh, when he's solo, he sucks. When in fact, like Ghost Rider's not the worst dude solo, right? And I think Winter Soldier falls into that category where you look at his design, his function. You look at his function and you would assume that, oh, once he's solo, he's done. But in practice, that's not the case. Winter Soldiers can definitely come back on that ass and hold their own. And you got to play him right. You can't be like, oh, I got him down to solo Winter Soldier, it's over. Right? There's some other characters that I'd sooner say that about, right? Oh, it's solo Sigma. I don't look at that the same as like solo Winter Soldier. Right? Solo Sigma's like, okay, this guy, it's time to free him up, right? Solo Iron Man, I look at it, it's kind of weak. Right? But Solo, I'm not saying he's godlike. He's not Gamora. Yeah, he's not Ultron, right? Let's just be real. He's not Dante, Zero, right? Out of the top tier characters, he definitely has the least solo prowess. That's kind of an interesting thing to point out, actually. He's the only top tier character, S tier, A tier, whatever they rank him. He's the only one that kind of, sort of is compromised solo. Gamora, Ultron, Dormammu too. Dormammu's a little compromised when he's solo as well. But still playable. B, you said? I kind of want to go lower than that. I want to give him his fair share. What do you think about B minus? B minus. What do you think about B minus? I don't want to say C. Because C is like that. You're getting into like Sigma category, but he's not like baller. He's not. Dorm's better. I feel like Dorm's better. You know, like. Let me see. He's not Doctor Strange, you know? He's not exactly Doctor Strange here. Would you say he's better or worse than Doctor Strange as a solo? But see, he can get that ball. Doctor Strange get the ball rolling solo. I'm going B minus. I'm going B minus. His solo prowess is not as bad as people say. It's not C. But we'll say B minus. Keeping it B. Keeping it B. All right. Yeah, he can make the comebacks. He can do the gun loops, right? He can lock you down from the full screen. If he gets a lucky shot, he's in that ass, right? And he can definitely frustrate into that solo. All right, B minus. B minus. All right, what else we got? What's the next category? Oh, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. If the one of the categories is solo, then of course one of the categories got to be the synergy. Getting into the way of the actual Winter Soldier. We're getting in this way of the Winter Soldier. Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to really break them down. Synergy / support. This would include Super Tag. Synergy / support. How good can he force you to block? And how good are his mix-ups when somebody else is forcing you to block? It's both. It's like, how good are you as a team? How are you a good team player? Do you take advantage of when your opponent locks you or when your partner locks you? And do you lock your opponent good? Is both questions. It's both questions. Because he has no mix. Right? So in terms of offering synergy with mix, he offers almost none. He can come in and overhead. Right? Or do some kind of weird light kick jump in. They're kind of both not that good. When you consider the many support mix-up options of the cast. Right? So he doesn't really offer that, but he does offer the lockdown component. In fact, he has one of the best of the lockdown component. Synergy and support. I'd say like guns get you in. Super tag gets you in. Maybe like A. Maybe like A plus actually. Yeah, how good he is when you have tag is kind of OD. One, because of super tag, and two, because of lockdown. He can just lock you down to a tag and you have to take a mix up. I don't say A plus. A plus is like Dante shit, right? Dorm. That's like the S, right? Dante and Dorms are like the S. I say a straight A. A straight A. Maybe A plus. Jayco thinks S plus. I don't mean support as in support, like the support role. Because you think about point and support, right? I think he's a S plus support. When you talk about point and support in the game, right? I think he's S plus. But I don't mean that on this category. I don't mean just that. I mean your overall team synergy. How good you support your partner, or how good you are with the support of a partner. Just how good you are on a squad. How well do you lend to the team, to a team dynamic? I think it's an A. Just because of how strong he is at the lockdown with the specials and the super. But because he offers no mix, I'm not going to give him an S. He's not Dante, right? He doesn't do it all. He can't fill all the roles. He just fills his role really well. Maybe even A minus. Yeah, he's not A plus though. Either A or A minus. I'm in the air about that one. A or A minus. I'm in the air about that one. All right, this is the second to the last category because there's one category that's like the unexplained category. And that's stone exploit. Stop. Oh, I hit functions at all. Stone exploit. How good are you with the stones? Do you abuse them? Does this character, does Winter Soldier abuse stones? In general, is there any stones in particular he, like, is he that guy, right? Does he abuse stone? Think about how characters can use box really well. Think about how Ghost Rider power kill and tag activate kills anything. I guess what I'm talking about, where like you just use stones good, right? How, I don't feel like he really takes advantage of any of the stones in a real way that's like cheap. He's more of like Ghost Rider, where like he needs a stone that helps his neutral. But that's far from taking advantage. Like, needing power to help your neutral is not the same as zip power. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean when I say, do you abuse stones? This ranking, right? Venom, does Venom abuse stones? Might be up there higher. Venom might be up there, right? Doctor Strange abuses space box? He kind of does, right? He kind of does, right? But Winter Soldier doesn't really exploit a stone. He kind of instead relies on a good surge to survive, to actually balance his lack of movement. He actually needs, his movement is so bad that he needs to pick like neutral stones to like stay on point, not get rushed down. So because he doesn't really have anything broken with any of the stones, and furthermore, he needs a neutral stone to keep up, I'm gonna rate this more of like on a lower end. He ain't really abusing stones. Yeah, almost like a C. Almost like a C. I mean, I know he said Bucky can use any stone, right? But does he use the stones better than any other characters? Like everybody's going to benefit from revive, right? But not everybody's going to have good tools to use during the soul storm. Like abuse it, right? Everybody is better when everybody has a chance when they box you, but there's some characters who really have an advantage when they box you, right? I'm talking about this. Can he really exploit a stone? And I'm looking at I don't really think he can. He could use them, right? Of course he could use box. Of course he could use surge, power surge. Of course he could use revive, right? But does he use them in a way that maximizes them, such as like Venom with power, such as Doctor Strange with space, Jetta with space? Think about Jetta with space, right? That's almost like the pinnacle of like abusing a stone. Doctor Strange with Soul, right? How he could just palm break OS, and he can do it with space. Yeah, I think he's like a C. I don't really see him using the stones a lot better than any other character. In fact, it's a crutch. It's a crutch. He kind of needs a neutral stone. He kind of overly has to rely on a neutral stone. I'd say it's a C. All right, here's the last category, and there's a reason why it's the last category. Because this is the undefinable one. Extra/other. This is for anything that a character brings to the table that is not already wrapped up in the first 8 categories, right? This is if you have glitch shit, unblockables, armor, right? Things like that, things that are like you can't really explain them. This is where I put ball loops. Like shit like that. Oh, he has ball loops, right? Like, okay, that's some extra shit that you can't just put S, right? So the only thing I would have for extra and other is this guy's ridiculous armor. But I did put his specials as S, though. It's almost like taking care of that. I mean, one of the things that could be an extra and other is his difficulty, his execution barrier difficulty. Whenever it could be. Whenever I make lists, I like to factor in that the user is proficient with the character, not necessarily how easy they are to learn. I don't like to rate user friendliness. I like to rate maximum efficiency, or like play it at high level. Extra/others. There anything? Only thing I can think of is blue arm. The arm, like how broken arm is. Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna put a score there for him. So I'm trying to think of anything extra that he has to the table that's not covered in the 8 categories. But no, there's really nothing off the table that he brings. I mean, he brings really good super tag, but I put his super as S plus or A plus, and I put his solo synergy as an A because of super tag. This is usually like offset if they have something, right? If they have something good that's not mentioned. But there's nothing really that's sticking out about Winter Soldier that's like, oh, you should factor this in too. That's not really covered. I think that's it. All right, let's crunch the numbers. Let's crunch the numbers. I'm gonna put it in. All right. We're just gonna average it. We're just literally gonna average it. We're gonna see. We're gonna go by the old college scale grading system. Wait, why is that no in there? Why is that? Okay, let's see. So we have health as A. Let's really break it down. So health is A. Normals is a C. Specials is an S. Supers is A plus. Movement is a C. Solo is a B minus. Support is an A. Stone exploit is a C. Hold on. The halves didn't come out right. Damn it. So what's that average to? So we got 2 C's, 2 A's. Okay. 3 C's. All right. Overall, it's hard to factor with an S in there. It's hard to factor with an S in there. Like, I don't have a ranking for S. It'd be like 5. Because I do think it's S. I think it's not fair. It's not fair to say A plus for specials. That shit's straight S. That's just straight S. B, 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 B. Yeah, it averages to like A minus. Because there's 2 A's, there's AC, AC, right? It's actually A minus, A plus, A minus too, so that actually negates. So it's AC, AC, so that's B average there. And then there's a B, A, and a C. So that's average of a B, right? So it's B average, and then it's offset with the S. So it's B average the whole way out of 8, and out of 8 markings, and the 8th one's an S. All right. I think the overall score. So the health is an A and the normals are C. So that averages to a B, right? Take out specials. Supers is A plus, and synergies A minus. So that's 2 A's. That negates, it's just 2 A's, right? So there's 2 more. So there's another A and a C and another A and a C, right? So that's B average, CA, that's B average. And then C, A, and B as an average, which is averages to B. AC, AC, those all average to a B. And then there's a B in there, which also obviously averages to a B. And then there's an S. So it's a B average until you factor in an S. So factoring in A would be B plus, but the fact is factoring in an S. All right, here it is, the breakdown. Yoshas Ryokin, welcome. Here's the final score. And it is a bit of a range because I'm indecisive. The The final score overall A/A minus. And I'm leaning more towards A minus. Actually, I'm going to factor that in. Let me actually do the scores. Let me actually, with S being 5, I'm going to weigh S as 5. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go 4. 2, 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, and it was 8. And that doesn't sound right. I feel like I'm missing a number here. All right, we got 4 on the health. Two, then the 1 for the B, 4 for the A. Stone exploit kind of sucks. A solid 3. No. How did I get wrong again? 4. Okay, 4. 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2. That's how many categories? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 categories. All right, here we go. Finally, there we go. Yeah, it has him as a solid 3, which is B. Has him as a solid B. Right in the center. But that's supers, yeah. Specials S, supers A+. Overall, it's a solid B. That's, if you average these 8 stats, it's a solid B. I don't agree with that, but that's what the numbers bust out. I think the fact that specials are an S, it's actually like an unfactorable number. I don't believe, like if A tier's 4 points, I don't think S tier's 5 points. I think it's more like 6 or 7 points, right? Because it's S, it's broken. But there it is, the overall rank. Yeah, it looks funny though. Like it looks like it would be B, B. No, it still doesn't make sense. B, B. A and C is B, A and C is B, A and C is B. Plus the S. Yeah, the S doesn't really. The S, no, the S is not averaging right. Like if you average an A and a C, that's a B, right? You average another A and a C, that's another B. And then you average B, A, and C, that's another B. Because you're averaging A and C again, which is B, and then you're just adding a B in there, right? So it's a solid B, and then you factor in his specials. So it's at least B plus. But the fact that specials is not an A, it's an S. It's an S. Like super specials aren't an A, they're an S. Yeah, I put A minus. A minus is what I got. A minus is what I got. Because health is an A, normals are a C. That's a B average, right? B average. Take out specials for a second. Supers are an A, and movement's a C. That's another B average. And don't worry about the pluses and minuses. Those are balanced out also. Right? Synergy is an A, and Stone Exploit is a C. That's also a B average. Right? And then there's the B, which is going to retain a B average. So he's pretty much a B average the whole way down until the S. So now you got to factor in a B average with an S. If you factor in a B average with an A, that'd make him A plus. But the fact that we're factoring a B average with an S, that's at least A minus. That's at least A minus. You think a solo's a C? I don't, though. And here's why. And I don't know if this is it, but really think about this, Johnny. What characters do you fight that when you kill their partner, you feel like you got it in the bag? Like, oh, this is over. Oh, it's solo blank. This is over. Right? I'm thinking characters like Sigma, right? Characters that are like, okay, Iron Man a little bit, right? Where it's like, I know Winter Soldier is a zoner, and kind of like how Dhalsim, like how Ghost Rider's a Dhalsim function. So our brains automatically think, oh yeah, of course they suck when they're by themselves. But they're not the worst solo characters. There are definitely other characters that I'd much sooner would rather fight solo than Winter Soldier. There's a few other characters that I'd rather fight solo Dorm. But that's my team specifically, I think, though. But what I'm saying is that I don't really feel like, oh, so C is like the worst. Like, I don't think he's I put B minus, right? So, because he's shitty, right? Let's be real, he's shitty solo. But is he the shittiest solo? And I think there's a misconception about him and Ghost Rider that they're the worst characters when they're by themselves, when in fact they're not. Clearly they're not the best, but they're competent. They're more competent than they put on, than people want to believe. You know what I mean? Like, I really feel like he's B minus. Because people always say, like, oh, solo Winter Soldier, you got him so like, no, he can fight solo. Like, he can zone solo, he can confirm solo. He has decent combos solo. His game plan, yeah, he's not. I get what you're saying. Like, he's not good. I'm not trying to make an argument that he's good, but something about him and Ghost Rider where people just think they're terrible and they're not. You can fight with them solo. You can annoy and fight for them solo. Are they going to be good and change the game and you have the advantage? No, but yeah, there's something about those two characters that everyone thinks they're like. They're good. Like Ghost Rider comebacks happen. Winter Soldier comebacks fucking happen. Sigma comebacks, no, they don't. Right? They really don't. Right? Let's be Iron Man comebacks, not really. Right? Not really. Right? The good old Frank West comebacks, not happening. Right? They're not that category. He's not there. Right? He's better than that. Is he the solo Monster Hunter? No. He's better than solo Monster Hunter. He's better than solo Sigma. He's not good. I'm not saying he's good. I'm not saying he's good, but I think it's fair. B minus, I think is fair. Because I don't want to get into this hype where like he sucks solo. Because I don't buy that hype, just like I don't buy the Ghost Rider sucks solo hype. I don't buy that. They're not the best solo, right? But they're not the shittiest either. Kind of went on that for long. All right, that's my final verdict. Johnny, fuck, you came so late. That's my final verdict. Johnny, is there any, since you are a Winter Soldier expert, Since you're the best Winter Soldier, you gotta put it out there. Since you're the best Winter Soldier, is there? What do you think about these rankings, Johnny? About any of the other grades? So you felt this is from Johnny. Johnny felt that this is the Johnny exclusive. He felt that this should be C. I'm gonna put A- because I actually do think it's A-. No more parentheses. His movement, I have a C+. Okay. Are you thinking about wave dashing? Is that what you think about wave dashing? Okay, you're right. He could move during his specials. Like during his loops, he could move. All right, here's a good question, Johnny. Here's a good question. Because movement includes your, like if you have a teleport, it's a special move, but I consider that a movement, right? Like Sigma's Rush, right? I'd rank that in his specials, but I'd consider that when I think about does this character have movement, right? Answer me this though, Johnny. Who has worse movement than Winter Soldier? There's only one character who has worse movement than Winter Soldier. Who is ranked lower than him in terms of movement, mobility, and movement? Who's ranked lower than him? Who has worse? Arthur? Okay, I'll give you that. Arthur would kind of be D. Arthur would be one of the only characters, like, that's what S and D are for, right? For those characters that are, like, clearly below the standard or above the standard, right? Like, it's almost like a nerf, right? They clearly nerfed his movement on purpose, right? So Arthur would be the 1D case. I would put Arthur D movement. I would, actually. But who else? Think about that. Think about it. I'll put Arthur movement as a D. It's that bad. Just like the Winter Soldier specials are an S because they're that good above other special moves. I would put his movement as a D because it's that bad. But who has worse than that? Because you named like the shittiest, right? You named the D character. But who else is below Winter Soldier? That Chris' movement is on par with Winter Soldier. But Chris has a movement that, like, he has a move that kind of moves him, and he can kind of stall his air trajectory, both of which Winter Soldier can't do. I mean, Winter Soldier sort of has that punch, right? But, like, I feel like we're reaching. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like the C is fair, because I feel like we're reaching. C+, maybe because of the wave dash, right? He has wave dash. He has good wave dash, right? But in terms of like his special moves, having any kind of air dash, the fact that he cannot change his air trajectory, like that's bad. The fact that you have to use surge because you cannot alter your air trajectory. Even if you decide to do a special move, your air trajectory remains consistent, predictable. That's kind of terrible. That's kind of terrible. That's kind of terrible. Like, oh, let me just slow down with a special move. Like, no, they all will make you literally come down in the same predictable arc. That's bad. That's not good. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, so C+, we'll put that for Johnny. The parentheses are Johnny's takes on it. An actual Winter Soldier player. An actual. Well, can't Chris like sort of like pop up with the shotgun? And doesn't he have like an invincible like shoulder? I'm not saying these are good moves. These are shitty moves. They're terrible moves. But what I'm saying is that Winter Soldier has even less than that. As far as like his movement, he has even less than that. Like when your movement is less than Chris, or like this much better than Chris, you're probably still in the C's. You're probably still in the C's. You know what I mean? Like it's bad. Like I really started to think about it. Like think about like what can he do? Nothing. I mean, his guns cover his lack of movement, but that still means he has shitty movement, right? His gun. I mean, you're right. Maybe the C+ is fair because of the wave dashing. And yeah, if you can move with the gun, that's something. That's not nothing. That's something. The fact that you can come in covering your ass or back up covering your ass, that's definitely something. That's definitely something. That's fair. That's fair. Because I still think he's C. I still think he's C. I think he's C. It's really like hard. Like his dude's stuck. He can cover himself and armor himself and all that, but he's kind of stuck. He's kind of stuck where he's at. Like his supers, I was even saying this about like Ghost Rider. Like Ghost Rider's similar in that his movement's kind of shitty, right? He has no air specials. He cannot change his air trajectory, right? Shit like this. But at least he has a super that can move him, right? Like worst comes to worst, he can super out of the corner or into the corner, right? Or super, like Winter Soldier doesn't even have that. Like his supers stay there too. Like he's just stuck. He's just where he's gonna be. That's where he's gonna be, you know. But he has moves to cover his ass. But he really has shitty movement. All right, so that wouldn't change much. That might make the A- an A, and not even really. It would be like a A.25. It would be like a A plus, like half plus. So it's like AA plus. It's like AA plus. Extra and other, Johnny, do you think that extra and other is for stuff that cannot be ranked in the 8 categories? That's for like unblockables, you know, being able to cancel out of your normals, ball loops. Even though I put ball, even though balls, I have Agamotto's special, I do put ball loops in like a category as extra and other. But I really couldn't find anything on Winter Soldier that was like, I mean, only thing that's really is like exceptional or hard to measure is that he has a ridiculously good super tag, right? But I put his supers as A+, so that kind of factors that. All right, we're going to close the books on it. We're going to close the books on it. We broke it down. Is Winter Soldier broken? I mean, the evidence here says he's very good. The evidence here says he's very good, right? We did this with Doctor Strange a few months back, and the evidence with that came out to B+, meaning he was above average. But with Winter Soldier, the evidence doesn't show he's broken, right? It doesn't show he's broken. He has stubby-ass normals. He has shitty-ass movement. And his solo game is he doesn't exploit stones, really. And his solo game leaves something to be desired. I like B, though. I don't like him in C for solo. I'll be honest, Johnny. I'm looking at it again. I don't like him for C for solo. He can do shit solo. He can do shit. And B- is like even more fair. That's Johnny's, though. That parentheses are not the express intent of Marvel Monday. No, I'm just kidding. But he's really good. So he's not broke. We answered the question. He's not broke. Is he very good? Yes. And I do think what's good about him, particularly his S category, is really like not fair in some ways, right? There's a whole reason why it's not A and why it's S, right? The fact that his armor goes through everything and that his reflectable stuff, you can't really reflect. Like it's reflectable on paper, but in practice, he can evade, absorb, or trade with another projectile fairly consistently, right? So I rank that in, I almost reflect as like negligible. Like on paper you could reflect it, but in practice he has answers to his own reflex, which is, yeah, that's an S, right? When you that's an S. Not only like it's good, like his zoning is so good. His zoning is practically unreflectable or virtually unreflectable in practice. He has a bust out that's a special move. And the arm. Like, I don't even want to get into arm. Like, I don't have to say anything. Arm. That's the icing on the cake of those two other, like, really good special, is that he also has fucking blue arm, right? Yes. That's one of the few categories on any character that I'd give an S2, in fact. That's some pay to win shit, let's be real. But overall, it's an A. So he's not broken. But if you average him out, even with his broken shit, he's very good. And the main takeaway from this is that he's one of the few characters in the game that would actually have an S rating in anything. In anything. Those are usually reserved for broken shit, and yeah, it's kind of broken. His specials are kind of broken. But his overall rating is an S. I mean, is an A. Or A to A plus, right? All right. We're going to put this one in the books, guys. Johnny, thank you for helping us out. Jayco, man, thank you. Better late than never. For your guys' input. And it's always good to have an input of someone who actually knows and uses the character rather than someone who consistently gets bodied by the character. You know what I mean? My opinion can only go so far. So shout out to Johnny A for helping us out with that. And of course, Jayco, man, and everyone else in the chat who leaned in with their opinions as well. But this is the breakdown. Winter Soldier is an A. Not busted, but he's pretty damn fucking good. There's the quote. Quote that one. He's not busted, but he's pretty damn fucking good. All right, guys. Well, that's all we got. Let's close the books on that. Get rid of that window capture. Yeah, rest up, Jayco. Rest up, dude. You deserve it, bro. All right, the Winter Soldier breakdown. I only have a few events that are coming up, just the ones that we have last time. Jayco, man, is actually taking a little bit of time off, so I don't have any of the new flyers yet. But no need to worry. I got a trailer for that ass, though. Ooh, we had some fun. Don't know why that's still out. No. Stop. I don't know why I hit that. All right, we have some fun today, but there is some Marvel right around the corner. Shoutouts to Combo Breaker Marvel. UG boys are out there. I wish I could have made it. I will make Summit in Seattle, though. Clash of the Stones. If you guys want to get down on that Marvel, we didn't have one this Saturday, but we will. Not next Saturday, but the Saturday after that. We're back on schedule. Jayco, man, is back in town. He's home right now, in fact. Clash of the Stones Season 9 PS4 Online Tournament number 5. That is on the 11th. Be sure to check that out. Untamed Gaming 2 on Twitch. You know what it is. And of course, Wicked X Mage, one of our Marvel partners. One of our good old Marvel buddies. He is still doing the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Super vs. League tournament. But it's postponed until July. There is no specific date locked in. It was supposed to be in May. But I just want to give you guys the latest news that has been postponed. He's had some real life come up. And we still are going to have that, though. The Oz Cup is still happening, but won't be until July. So give it a month. And then we'll be back in with that. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, I can't wait. I cannot wait. What is it you ask that I cannot wait for? Well, goddamn, let's see. The world has finally wiped its ass, picked up the pieces, took its vitamins. Live Marvel is back. You guys seen it. You got a little taste of it with the combo breaker. Yeah, Jayco Man, Bane Hollow, Octopus, Taz, Spidey Mikey, a couple other favorites show up, but the real deal, the $2,000 money match, or the $2,000 prize pot, and growing. Let's not even get into the side of it. Is there going to be a Mario Kart side tournament? I don't even know. I'm bringing it just in case you guys think you're nice at that game. But that's not even the list of it. There's going to be a pool tournament. Are we talking about billiards, or are we talking about splashing around in the water? We might be talking about both. Summer, you guys already know, is the most hospitable dude. But most of all, what I'm really excited about, more than the money, more than the partying, more than the Mario Kart, I don't know, I'm pretty excited about Mario Kart, is who's the best Marvel vs. Capcom player, Infinite player of all time? It's really like that. Fuck the money. How many times are you going to see $1,000 in your life? Right? It's the money's good. And it feels good to be compensated for your skill. But what we're really going to find out is who is the best Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite player of all time. You guys might not think, well, how does that work? Think about it. The game's 5 years deep. This is the biggest prize pot. You know well ahead in advance. The world has opened back up. There's literally, and Summer's throwing a party. So he's making it extra cushion for anyone to come out. You guys don't understand. Like this tournament, it's more than this summit in Seattle. This is literally going to define who is the best Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite player of all time. We've had time to figure it out. We've had time to do tier lists. We've had time to do money matches. We've had time to do brackets. Online, we've done it all. But what we haven't done, especially since 2019, is convene and find out who is the best of all time. And yes, I'm saying the best of all time because this is literally like 5 years in. It's what it is now. It's more than a tournament. It is literally a celebration of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, with the main event being who is the best Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite player of all time. I got my vote of who I think it is, but nothing's gonna determine that except sitting in front of that screen with those sticks. I can't wait. I can't wait. I really can't wait. I'm sure Jayco got a taste of it at Combo Breaker. I'm sure some of y'all that got back into the live setting, but ooh, big box, big money Marvel, the pressure, the hype. I cannot wait. So I went on raving, but it's starting to sink in. It's starting to sink in that not only do we get the privilege of finding out who's the best this year, but it happens in Las Vegas once again. Ooh, that's nostalgia. That's everything. Like, that's everything. That's a dream come true for me. Get there, be there. If you got the invite, do everything in your power to show up. I'm telling you. Summit 3. That was the most OD promo I've ever thrown, and that's because it's from the heart. Summit 3. Get your ass over there. Shout out to Summer Soldier, SBG. Follow his show on Twitter. You guys know what it is. And of course, that same weekend, this is what I'm saying. You have no excuse. Johnny, I'm not going to call you out, bro. Where were you in Seattle? No, I'm like, that's old shit. That's old shit. I don't even want to bring that up. Johnny, you got to go to Vegas. Fuck the old shit. It's about the new shit. You got to go to Vegas. I want to see all the best players showed up. But here, if anybody has any excuse why they could, Evo's the same weekend. So if you're even somewhat a foot into the FGC, there's literally no excuse to not go. Even the Evo promo is turning into a Summit promo. Evo weekend, the same weekend. This is August 5th. And 6th. Be sure to check it out. Will there be Infinite there? Who knows? But there will be Infinite within miles. And the best Infinite that this world has to offer will be within miles of this venue. Be sure to check it out. Evo. And of course, any given Wednesday, the Jayco Man Chronicles PC or PS4, it doesn't matter. Jayco Man will hold you down. A great place to test your tournament nerves and see if you have the likes to beat Goro, aka DJ Vest. Or Shang Tsung himself, the Jayco Man. Of course, every Thursday, still going down, the Big G, the Gauntlet. Shoutouts to ICU Hater. Every Thursday at 7:30. Do not miss it. This is the who's who of Marvel Infinite any given week. Be sure to check it out. Shout out to ICU Hater and Rollston Arcade. And of course, last but not least, if you like what you see here, be sure to hit that follow button. We do this Marvel Monday podcast every other Monday. I'm trying to get back to my Marvel streams, y'all. We still got Power Tools every Sunday night. Be sure to check that out. That's Sunday nights around 10 p.m. to midnight. I stream some techno and some Marvel. Be sure to check that out. OG_War Destroyer on Twitch. And if you guys do not know, I am uploading the podcast to YouTube now to make it a lot more convenient for you guys to watch at your leisure. Check out the YouTube channel right there. I will have this uploaded by next Monday. I think that's the format I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it Monday and then drop the upload on the following Monday. That way every Monday you got Marvel Monday coming at you. All right, thanks again, guys. Follow if you like what you see. Sub if you want to get hold of the baller emotes. I do like doing Marvel emotes, including the coveted Power Stone emote. That's my favorite one, along with the rope and the cheese, as well as the Marvel Lives emote. Love to spam that one in MVC chats, whether you're into Marvel 2, 3, or Infinite. All right, we're going to find somebody to hit with the raid. Hopefully somebody's streaming Marvel, but if not, I will catch you guys next time. Shoutouts again, Jayco Man, Johnny A. I think we had Ryoken in here earlier as well. Netflix and Chill. Raisin Brand, Octopus Inc. Appreciate all you guys taking the time to talk that shop with us. Till next time, this is Marvel Monday. Marvel on. Peace.